Hi friends, welcome back. We are one-on-one in conversation with my friend and India's one of the best-selling authors, Ashwin Sanghi. Ashwin, continuing our previous questions, you made a very important distinction between writer and author. Until I discussed with you informally, I was not even aware we can look at these two words in so many different dimensions. So tell me, how do you differentiate between a writer and an author?
Well, to me, Radha, the distinction is very simple. You know, writing is an intensely personal activity. In fact, most of us who are writers are primarily writers because in certain ways we are introverts.
Sure.
And because we are happier being with our own thoughts rather than being with a set of people. A writer is someone who simply sits with his piece of paper and pen and gets the words to flow. But by the time that he transitions from having written a manuscript to the time that it gets converted to a book and eventually reaches the market, that is the point at which he is no longer a writer but has become an author.
Right.
So an author is no longer only concerned with the activity of writing,
Yes.
he is much more concerned with the activity of how the final product will emerge and how it will be sold.
Yes.
To that extent, I would say an author is much more of a businessman than a writer.
Yeah.
And I would say that to a very great extent, many people don't realize this distinction.
Yes.
So, to my mind at least, the answer is that while you are developing a manuscript, remain a writer.
Right.
Don't think of yourself as an author.
Sure.
But once you have written your manuscript, then take off your writer hat and put on your author hat.
Sure. Ashwin, just a thought triggered off that in the case of an author, it is no more an isolated activity. It's involving people like the publishers, the editors, the marketing guys.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of synergy that comes in when you start collaborating others' thoughts becoming an author.
Yes.
So that's where probably the difference between a good writer and a best-selling author comes in.
Absolutely.
Because,
you know, to a certain extent, a writer can be a solo act.
Yes.
Whereas as an author, you're more like the director of a movie.
Right.
So you have to coordinate with a bunch of people and make sure that they work in tandem, whether it's your publisher, whether it's your editor, whether it's your PR agency, whether it's your marketing, whether it's the retail channels.
Sure.
So you need to make lots of things work. So you're much more a part of a team.
So we have two dimensions over here. One is the personal life, that is author. You do that in isolation. There's a public life.
That's right.
That's where you work with all the bookstores and multiple
That's right.
things. That's another dimension for all those people who want to become not just writers but best-selling authors of this particular country. Make sure you understand this difference. In the next episode, I'm going to ask Ashwin about the other side of the author, the marketing side. And you know, he is so popular, right? Be it the Twitter, the social media, the YouTubes, the videos that we have. So what I'm going to do is in the next episode look at various other dimensions, that how after writing a beautiful manuscript which has written so many, you're going to become India's one of the best selling authors. Till next week, this is